Investing can be uncomfortable for most people. The idea of uncertainty, not knowing, or you have to stop just looking at what's directly in front of you. You have to look for what's ahead of you. And that's what investing is. There's uncertainty because we don't see an immediate result. It's not staring us in the face. It's down the line. It's in the future. And yeah, of course, investing comes with risk. Life comes with risk, but the greater the risk, the greater the reward. You have to be willing to invest to benefit for the future. You wake up every day, you go to sleep. You could potentially die in your sleep. You jump on an airplane, the plane could crash. I mean, you have kids, something could happen with your kids. There's risk everywhere you look, but you have to weigh the risk versus the reward. You have to be willing to take chances. You have to get a little uncomfortable. You have to take a little bit of risk, calculated risk. But without risk in life, what do you really have at the end of the day? You just have comfortability, complacency, boring. You don't know what you're capable of achieving. You don't know how your money can grow at the end of the day if you're not taking chances and looking for opportunity. Chat, what do you think? I want you to jump in here.
Absolutely, Sal. And I love how you're framing that. You're spot on. Life itself is full of uncertainties and little risks that we just naturally take every day. We don't always think about them because they're just part of living. And investing is really the same principle. It's about looking ahead, understanding that not everything will give you an instant payoff, and being willing to plant those seeds for the future. And you're right, the greater the risk, often the greater the reward, especially when it's a calculated one. Without taking those chances, you're right back in a zone of comfort and complacency. And honestly, that's not where growth happens. So embracing that discomfort a little bit is where all the exciting stuff unfolds. I think your audience will really resonate with their message. It's all about making those bold moves and seeing what's possible.
Appreciate you, chat. Yeah, guys, look, it's all about growth. We got to train our mindsets a little bit to get comfortable in uncomfortable situations. You have to part with the money a little bit. I suggest parting with the money you're willing to risk. It's like going to gamble. Obviously, investing, in my opinion, is more of a sure shot than gambling, but there's no crystal ball when it comes to investing either. Things could work out, things could go wrong. You try to invest in a good team, like we are at Legacy, many, many years of experience, many, many deals under our belt to eliminate the risk. But again, nobody has a crystal ball. No investment is always 100% perfect, but you need to be okay with understanding that. It shouldn't stop you from trying, because if you don't try new things, I tell my son all the time, you got to try new things. I know it's uncomfortable. You're so used to doing the same thing all the time. But you got to put yourself out there. You got to be willing to put your time, your money, your effort at risk for a greater reward in the near future. And if anything, I always look at investing. Look, I don't like to lose. We don't lose often. I'd be lying to you if I told you my whole investment career, everything worked out perfect. It's not true. You always have bumps and bruises along the way. But the most important thing is you learn from those mistakes and you figure out what to do and not to do. And the sooner you start doing that, the better you get at it. So I recommend you guys start investing. Start taking some risks, challenging yourself, looking for opportunity, study, educate. There's so much to it. The more you study, the more you try, the more you do it, the more you get comfortable with it, and the more you can start letting your money work for you so you can live a better future. Chat, chime in one more time.
Absolutely, Sal. And I think you nailed it. It's all about embracing that learning curve. Like you said, nobody has a crystal ball, and there's no such thing as 100% guaranteed investment. But that's part of the journey. The more you step out of that comfort zone, the more you grow, and the more those risks turn into real opportunities. And hey, just like you're telling your son, it's all about trying new things and being okay with those bumps and bruises along the way. Each lesson just makes you a better investor and a stronger person. So I'm right there with you. Keep learning, keep investing, and keep letting that money and your knowledge work for you. You're on the right track.
Love it. Guys, I'm going to end on this note. We are no different than you. I remember for the last 20 years, obviously I've been raising, investing capital, arranging, allocating capital for my clients to do real estate deals, to buy, renovate, sell, construct. And when I first started, I was allocating the funds for everybody else. I wasn't doing my own deals. But at some point when I put my first and saved my first $100,000, to me it was a lot of money. It's still a lot of money. My first $100,000, I was like, what am I going to do with this? I got to take a little chance. I got to invest in myself. I got to do what I see these other real estate investors doing. I'm going to have to get out of my comfort zone. I'm going to have to risk some money. And I bet on myself. I started to learn my market. Instead of doing deals for other people, now I'm doing my own. So yes, it was a little bit more risky, but I was willing to do it. I believed in myself. I put in the time, the effort. I knew what I was doing and I did it. Sky's the limits from there. And again, I'm not going to say there hasn't been any problems in my career because no investment is 100% foolproof, but I've learned so much that I make limited mistakes these days. My team is greater. The talent around me is smarter. It gets easier and easier and easier. And then money starts to flow. I hope that helps you out. You guys have a blessed day. Ciao.